Hey, how's it going? In this video, we're going to look at how to get YouTube ads up and running using the Google Ads platform. If you don't already know who I am, my name is Jeff Adolfi. I'm a real estate marketing consultant, and I help realtors learn how to generate ultra qualified leads themselves. But without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So in today's video, we're going to learn how to run YouTube ads, and YouTube ads get run through the Google platform. So if you wanted to run search ads as well, you'd be running that from the same ad account. So here in the search bar, you could just type in Google ads. And then at the top here, you might see, advertise on Google, or if that doesn't come up, just go down here. And then you're going to want to click on start now if you don't already have an account. So if you already have a Gmail account, but you don't have a Google Ads account, once you click on start now, this is what it's going to look like. So it's just going to ask for your business information, link any accounts you may have, and then get right into it. Create your first campaign, payment details. So it's a really straightforward process. So once you do that, you're going to land on the main dashboard, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in my own Google Ads account. So this is what you might see when you get everything set up and you're just in your Google Ads account. So as you can see, I don't have anything running right now, but if you do have ads running, you'll see impressions, views, cost per view, view rate, clicks, and so on and so forth. And you could add other stuff as well if you click on metrics. These are like the recommended metrics, general metrics. So you have a lot of stuff here. Conversion action. If you have either a lead form, page view, or Google voice call as one of your conversions. And then you have some other stuff as well. So there's a good amount of, metrics that you can look at to determine how your ads are doing. But in order to create a campaign, you just go on the left-hand side here and click on create campaign. So for campaign objective, you're going to want to click on leads because we're looking to get leads and convert them. I'm going to touch on the conversion goals in a separate video. The only two you're going to want are lead forms and phone call. You really need lead forms. Phone call, that's just a nice to have, but I recommend having both. So I'll make a separate video for those. So once you have those, you're going to want them in your campaign and click on continue. So the only two you want to pay attention to are video and search. Search are the regular Google ads. When you search for a website on Google, you'll see a sponsored website. So previously when I was searching for Google ads, there was a sponsored website that said advertise on Google, and that would be an example of a Google search ad. For this video, we're focusing on video YouTube ads. So for campaign name, you want to make it something meaningful. Then you want to put the date as well, just so you know what the campaign is and when it was made. Enter location. You want to click on advanced search because this is really important. We want to go to cities, not regions. So, if you want the region, then go with that, but pay attention to this. So there's neighborhood, city, regions. We're going to go with Las Vegas, the city. So as you can see, this, according to Google, this is what Las Vegas, the city, is on Google Maps. And I touch on this in the Google My Business profile tutorial. If this is your main market, then go with this because in the hook of your video, you want to address Las Vegas. So say, hey, Las Vegas, or attention, Las Vegas. So you want that to be consistent with where you're targeting. Now, there are submarkets. If you're in Las Vegas, you probably target Northridge as well. But be careful because you want your video to address wherever you're targeting. So you can have Las Vegas, address them. Then you could also have Northridge as well and address them. And for this one, you probably want to put North Las Vegas as well. So whenever you're targeting an area, make sure to do advanced search so you see exactly where your ad will be placed or where your ad will be distributed. So look at the submarkets. You want to add Spring Valley, we could add that. We could choose to exclude as well. So put your languages. You're going to want to put English, and then maybe if you speak Spanish, put that or any other language that you may speak. Leave this as is. Daily budget. Now for testing purposes, you probably want to do $10 to $15. And then once you find something that's working, up it to 20 to 25. You don't really have to go over that. 30, I would say, is the max, depending on your market. If you have a really big market, then the more the better. For most markets, 20 to 25 should be the max for you. and then 30 on the really high end. End date, you don't want to put an end date unless you're doing something that you know will be ending soon, but usually I'll just leave it as none and then just check in every week just to see how it's performing. And then if I want to pause it, I just pause it. Networks, you can't change anything here. Leave that as is. Leave this as is. So here, additional settings. This is really important. So the devices that you want to run your ads on, you want to click on set specific targeting for devices and then take out TV screens. So you only want computers, mobile phones, and tablets. Then everything else you can leave the same. Frequency, leave as is. Everything here, leave as is. Ad group name, for this, we'll call it Las Vegas Sellers. And for the campaign name, you could probably just put the location as well, in addition to seller campaign. But we could put that here. And then for the audience, this is going to be really important. So add an audience, click on new audience, call this sellers, blank for segments, blank for data. But here, interest and detailed demographics. So this is what makes Google advertising extremely powerful. And this is why I prefer it over Facebook. So Facebook ads are more disruptive in nature. Someone might be looking at funny videos on Instagram and then all of a sudden they get hit with a real estate ad. Odds are they're not going to be warm at all. They're going to be extremely cold. Lead quality on Facebook and Instagram are oftentimes worse than on Google. With Google, there's something called in market. So if we search real estate and we see real estate in market and we go to it, it's going to give you a description. So it says people interested in purchasing or renting residential or commercial real estate. And this is right now at this very moment. So when someone's searching seller's guide or they're looking at Zillow, looking at homes, looking for realtors, Google will flag them. And for the next 3 weeks, they will be marked as someone in market ready to buy or sell. So these are the people that you're targeting with your ads. They're already warm, which means the quality will be much better. Yes, they do cost a little more than on Facebook, but trust me, it's worth it. And this is why YouTube and Google ads are really nice. And with YouTube ads specifically, they're like the modern day commercial, because with these people being flagged as in market, every time they open up YouTube and click on a video, they will see your ad like it's a commercial. They will see your face. They will hear your voice. That alone will build up trust and credibility with them, which is way different from a picture ad on Facebook. They don't see you. They don't hear you. It's easier for them to just forget about you. So this, we would click on, whatever works for our campaign: real estate, residential, houses, new houses, residential properties. Well, this is for rent. If you're into that, you could do that. Residential properties for sale. Commercial, if you're into that, you could look through everything else. Put anything that would work best for what services you provide. So this is a really nice feature that Google has, and it's one that I really like a lot. You could exclude people, but I recommend you just leave that open, leave it blank. Demographics, leave this alone. All of this you could leave alone. So really just focus on the interest and detailed demographics. And another thing I like about YouTube and Google is that people are searching. When you're on Google, you're searching for something. When you're on YouTube, you're searching for something. That's another reason why I put this above Facebook and Instagram, because Instagram is more for leisure. You're not really searching for anything. You're not really looking to get educated. You're just on there passing time. But with Google, when you target someone that's actively searching for houses or trying to figure out how to sell their house, that puts you in a greater position to, get their attention and eventually move forward with them. Hey, sorry for the interruption, but I just want to let you know that I do offer a consulting service. I hop on weekly one-to-one calls with you and also provide you with daily tech support. This way, you develop the skills for yourself. And if you ever want to hire an agency down the line or just hire someone in-house, you'd be able to vet them properly. I'll perform an audit of your marketing strategies, then create a custom curriculum just for you. If you have any questions, then book a brief call with me down below, and I'll let you get back to the video. Optimize targeting, you could leave that on. Your video ad, it's going to be a YouTube video that's unlisted. So you go onto your account. If you have a brand new Gmail, all you have to do is go onto youtube.com and then just click on your profile, and then you should see something that lets you just create a YouTube account. So once you create your YouTube account, you want to upload a 90-second video Around that 90-second mark is pretty good for YouTube ads. Upload that and make sure it's unlisted. So you'll have three options: public, unlisted, and private. You want to go with the unlisted option. Then once you post that, you get the link of it and then put it right here. I'm going to add a clip that shows you what it looks like when posting a video, as well as what it looks like to post it here. And then I'll be right back. So if you have a Gmail account, but you did not yet create a YouTube account, you're just going to go to youtube.com. And then once you're there, you're just going to click on your profile right here. And then you'll see this option to create a channel. And that's all you have to do. And then after that, you could just start posting YouTube videos. So I'm going to show you how to post an unlisted video to use for a YouTube ad right now. So once you have an actual YouTube account, you're going to want to go to create, upload video. You're going to select a file. So any video file that you have. So I'm going to use this video, just let it upload, give it a name, description. You could add a thumbnail if you want, but you don't have to. Make sure to click no, it's not made for kids. And then you could click next. These leave as is, click next. Checks, leave as is, click next. So now you're presented with three options: private, unlisted, or public. You want the video to be unlisted. Only people with the link can watch your video. So you want unlisted. You can schedule it if you want. It doesn't really matter. You could post it right now or post it the next day. But once it's actually posted, then you want to use the link to use in the Google Ads account. I'm going to take another unlisted video and then put it in the Google Ads account so you'll see what that looks like. So we're back in our ad account. So once you have your unlisted YouTube video link, copy and paste it here. And you see it shows up. So we have the video. We could even preview the ad here. Hello, I'm assuming. And then, your ad will play. You can see what it looks like. And the hook is very, very important because the first 5 seconds, they have to watch it. So keep that in mind. So here you're just putting your landing page link. Whatever page you want them to go to, that's what you're going to put here. So if we were directing them to youtube.com and we wanted to put them on the home page, we would just put youtube.com. But if you had another page that you want to put them on, then you would put that other page /other page. So display URL, you could just leave that blank. Call to action, you most likely want to go with learn more. Yeah, learn more is the one you want to stick with. Headline, it's only 15 characters, but this would be right here in the middle. Long headline, this gives you a little more space so you could describe the headline a little bit, or you could describe your deal or whatever you're promoting. Same with the description. URL options, you could leave this blank, leave everything as is. Companion banner, this is really, really important and it gets overlooked a lot. So let's go back to our video preview. This right here on the right hand side is the companion banner. So for the duration of the whole video, even if they skip your ad, they will see whatever you put right here. Like, we definitely want to utilize this because the whole video is just there, free real estate essentially. So even if they're halfway through the video, they forgot about what you said in the video ad, they will still see this and they might get curious, so you could get some inbound leads here. So what I like to do for this is upload an image and then we just make our own. So you see the dimensions here, 300 by 60. We're going to go to Canva and then make a really simple banner. So once we're on Canva, we just go to create design and then we do custom size, 360. And you see, like, they already know what this is, YouTube display ad. So we want to make it really simple. I like this one, so I'll go with this. So here you kind of want to put what you're promoting. So let's say if you have like a free ebook, you do something like that, maybe put your name here, or you could put your name here since, you're a realtor. So just try to get creative. Make sure you're conveying what you're offering though. So if you have anything like free or a special service, definitely put that here. And then maybe put your name, but if your name is too long, maybe just put your Instagram handle or maybe just your business name or anything you could really think of. But definitely just keep in mind that this will be next to the video for the duration of the video. So think about what you want them to see there. And then once you do that, just click on download. And then here, once we have that downloaded, we can just choose file. And then once you have that uploaded, you can preview again. hello. And now we see that it's here and it will stay there. So definitely utilize this space right here. So yeah, that's all you really need to get your first YouTube video ad up. Really basic. With Google Ads, there's a lot that you can get into and it can get really confusing. It's probably more confusing than Facebook, slower process than Facebook, but it is worth it in the end. Less maintenance, Google takes longer to lock in. So after about a week, that's when you really want to judge your ads. Anything less than that, it's too soon. With Facebook, after 48 hours, you'll know whether they're working or not. But that's not the case with Google. So yeah, once you have your ad up, you can see ad number one here. You could add two more, test out different hooks. Hooks are key. So like I mentioned, the first 5 seconds they can't skip anyways. So have the same body video, but test out 3 different hooks and just clip them together. I use CapCut to do that. I also have a CapCut tutorial. It just involves splitting. So film 5 different hooks and then you have the rest of the video the same, and just split and join each hook onto the video. And then you could name it, instead of ad number one, hook number one. So if you've seen my Facebook ads tutorial, I mentioned that when testing, you should only ever change one thing at a time. So here, in the case of YouTube ads, you keep everything the same. Headline, audience, devices, keep everything the exact same, and then only test hooks. So once you have a hook that you like, then you test maybe different audiences, different headlines. So yeah, headlines here on YouTube might not make that big of a difference because it's really the video that's going to do the talking. But later down the line, you can test that as well. One thing I want to note is that when you duplicate ads, come back here and check the devices, because I think by default, they will always just show on all eligible devices. So just make sure everything's the same whenever you're duplicating ads or campaigns, because you want everything to be consistent. Here, you have to go to a landing page. So up here, you have to direct them to a landing page. And then that's where you're going to want to get their information with a lead form. Lead magnets help. So maybe mention a lead magnet in the video. Lead magnet is essentially something you give in return for their contact info. So free ebook, free seller's guide, something like that. You get their info, then you give them the free resource. So that's what a lead magnet is. So definitely try to have that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you get your first YouTube video ad up. So one last thing I want to touch on about the actual video itself. In the field videos work the best, meaning outside in the neighborhood, walking through it. Those type of videos work the best. And you can just do it with your phone, selfie style video, make sure it's horizontal, so landscape mode. These type of outside videos work the best, the natural lighting, things like that. Good lighting and good audio are also really, really important. So if you're outside, most likely you're going to want a microphone. You could get a 2-pack of lavalier microphones on Amazon for like $20. You're definitely going to want that if you're outside because of wind noise, stuff like that. If you're inside, you might be able to get away with not having a microphone. It just depends. So just test that out and then listen to it for yourself. If it sounds kind of low, then just get a microphone. And then ring lights are really good ring lights on Amazon. Or if you have a lot of natural lighting, that's also good. So try to film during the day. But outside in the field videos, walking through the neighborhood, those are really, really good. They perform really well. So just keep that in mind. Also, positioning, make sure you're positioned in the middle of the frame. If you can use the back camera instead of the selfie camera, that's also a plus because it is better quality. But if you use the front facing camera, that's also fine. Go to the CapCut tutorial to see how I improve the video quality for iPhone. You just go to settings, then go to camera, and then you'll see a section where it says record video. You want to be at the highest settings possible. So for me, it'd be 4K at 60 frames per second. So that's what I would use for my phone. Just a little note for the actual videos themselves. And one last thing, film your video, and then after you're done filming, just film a few more hooks and then just stitch them on to the beginning of the video to test out different hooks. Again, you can use CapCut for that. You can use CapCut on your phone or on your desktop. If you have an iPhone, just record your video on your phone, airdrop it if you have a Mac, or just email it to yourself and download, and then start editing on CapCut. You really only need basic editing. You don't need to do anything too crazy. So yeah, hope that helps, and happy advertising.